Hey Nash, what should we make?
The 4th of July is coming up, so we should make something that anyone can make at a cookout or barbecue. Let's make those bacon pinwheel cheeseburgers we saw Dano make.
All right, let's make bacon pinwheel cheeseburgers. The 4th of July is quickly approaching. For those of you in the US, I don't have to explain it to you. Anybody who's not familiar, it's US Independence Day. It's a day of fireworks and grilling and celebration. So we gotta make something grilled. Anyways, I saw Dan Oliver. You probably know him, the Dano's seasoning guy. I saw him make these bacon pinwheel cheeseburgers and they look delicious. So that's what we're gonna make. So I wanted to make something kind of grilled, easy, kind of all-American type shit, but something with a little bit of pizzazz. So I thought, hey, that sounds perfect. Let's do that. So we're gonna try that. Without further ado, let's go. So to make these guys, we start off with some thick cut bacon. Now this bacon isn't really super thick cut. It's just like called thick cut. So it's just a little bit thicker than your standard bacon. So I think that's kind of what you want. And then what we're gonna do is take some ground beef and put a layer of ground beef. I have a pound of ground beef. I'm thinking a 1/4 pound each makes sense. So what we want is about 1/4 inch thick along the whole bacon strip. So that's a 1/4 pound of ground beef. That looks about right, actually. Pretty darn awesome. Yeah, so we'll do that. Then we want to take this sort of strip of bacon, oh geez, monstrosity we just made. If you have a small end, start from there. And then what we want to do is just sort of roll this up as tight and as best as you can, like that. And then we have that. And then we kind of want to just smush this into basically a burger. So there's our pinwheel burger. Not perfect, but it'll work. So there, that's what we're looking to do. So then we want to take a skewer and we're just gonna stab this guy kind of all the way through, try to keep it kind of in the middle, and that'll just sort of keep this guy together. So there's our first one. All right, then we take another piece of bacon like so, and we just wash, rinse, and repeat. And then I'm just gonna hit our guys with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic on both sides. And then because we're using store-bought ground beef, we do want to cook these to 165. I know that might make you sad, but unless you're grinding your own ground beef, you really should cook your burgers to 165. So technically well done. Now, if you want medium rare burgers, I guess go for it. I do sometimes, but definitely if you really like that, then grind your own beef and then you can make your own mixture. You can make your own, anyways, makes it so much better. So we're gonna put our probe thermometer in there to make sure everything gets up to temp, because if it was just beef, that'd be one thing, but we got to make sure the bacon cooks and hopefully the outer edge of the bacon gets crispy, but the inner part isn't going to happen. So hopefully this works, but it's time to grill it and find out. So here we go. So with a nice hot grill, we go ahead and toast our buns. That's all we're looking for. We don't need much. Then we can go ahead and throw our guys down. Then once we got a decent crust on the bottom, we go ahead and flip them. We're probably gonna flip these guys a few times because we want a nice even cook. All right, when your guys are almost up to temp, sorry, we're losing daylight here, but we're almost done. So when your guys are almost up to temp, we grab some cheese and we put a little bit of cheese on each one. And then once our cheese is melted, we go ahead and pull our guys. So we're gonna make a quick burger sauce here. So we will go with some mayo, some ketchup, and a little bit of mustard. Stir this up, set that aside. And then to assemble our burgers, it's real simple. We just take our bun. We're gonna keep these super simple. If you wanna add like lettuce and tomato and pickles and stuff, you go for it. We're just gonna keep this super simple because I'm really curious to see if the bacon actually cooked and if it tastes good. So I'm just gonna throw some of this sauce on either side. Then we take one of our guys. These are some thick boys. They almost like, well, this one's kind of one of the bigger ones, but the other ones are almost like sliders. No, that's kind of perfect. So then we sort of wash, rinse, and repeat. And there we have our 4th of July Bacon Pinwheel Cheeseburgers. And it's time for a bite. Well, here we go. Cheers. I was a little worried the bacon wouldn't cook. It would be kind of gummy or kind of chewy, but no, the bacon cooked perfectly. The burgers cooked perfectly. It's got that nice char. You could totally, like I said, add lettuce, tomatoes, and all the accoutrement, onions, pickles to this. It would definitely be awesome. But hey, this is freaking delicious. Go try it. Cook this, you know, you want to throw some stuff on the grill for the 4th or any weekend or any evening, any day, whatever, go do it. That's what I think. But hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey, bud. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Looking forward to these burgers.
Well, check it out. We got these bacon pinwheel cheeseburgers you wanted. Well, here you go. What do you think?
That's rich, juicy, beefy, bacony, cheesy, and just delicious.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs.
Nash approves, I approve. Bacon Pinwheel Cheeseburgers are a hit, so go make them. Give it a try. Pretty freaking simple, and they're freaking delicious, and it's just something kind of new and fun. So go do it. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second, go subscribe, like, share, and comment, engage. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new episodes that we drop. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments and or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to all of you and yours. Make it a good one. Enjoy yourselves, but be safe. Until next time, be good and peace.